for Usyk, who's one of those Alexanders, against Michael Hunter. And you see there's a 2-year age advantage for young Hunter.
Fighter north of light heavyweight in the entire world, and he's in with a real fighter in Mike Hunter.
Now that's interesting, because you just said the most talented and skilled fighter north of light heavyweight, meaning that you think Usyk is as talented or more so than anybody in the heavyweight division. And not to get too far ahead of ourselves, because he has.
But Usyk is doing what he said he would do. He said he's going to come out, he's going to figure it out, he's going to see what he has in front of him. But right now, I think he should throw some jabs. I think he should be a little.
Undefeated Mike Hunter.
There's a hard left hand over the top by Usyk. And he wings the left hand again. Usyk won the Cruiserweight Championship last year from Christian Glowacki of Poland. Glowacki had beaten Marco Huck, who had held the title through 13 title defenses. So he's the new big thing in the Cruiserweight division.
The Cruiserweight division really doesn't have big things since Evander Holyfield, really.
But it's the start. The Cruiserweight division is the start to a heavyweight division, and the heavyweight division right now is really for taking, you know, especially after Klitschko and Joshua squares off. But, you know, a southpaw versus the orthodox. You know, we say it's a southpaw, and Hunter is the orthodox fighter. You know, it seems the position is not comfortable on either guy's side. Either guy seems like kind of tentative.
One comes to a close with Usyk firing. Round 2 begins. Michael Hunter of the United States in the red trunks with gold trim. Alexandr Usik of Ukraine in the Ukrainian colored trunks.
All the best fighters in the world, especially the guys who aren't huge punchers, the quickness of their boxing brain is what separates them, and Usyk thinks fast.
One thing I do like about Usyk is that he covers real good. If you look at Hunter, he swings wild. There are a lot of arm punches and not leverage punches, where Jim, he can get a really a reaction from Usyk. He's throwing more arm punches, desperate punches, more or less than punches that really count and matter.
I see Hunter trying to do the right thing, trying to punch with Usyk, landed a jab doing that. He's fighting cute, but Usyk may be cuter.
He's definitely got a tighter defense and got a more direct punch coming straight down, you know, from the pipe, trying to hit the chest, trying to hit the arms, and that's what the corner told him, to continue to try to throw that right jab and land it straight to the chest.
Keep that right, keep it going.
Mike the Bounty Hunter, and registered wins over White Cowie, Pinklin Thomas, Oliver McCall before his untimely death in 2006 at the age of 46. Tonight, Michael Hunter Jr. looks to win a title belt, something his father, Bounty Hunter.
He was a guy who, there are a lot of talented fighters in boxing. Not everyone has what Bernard Hopkins has and had, which is the kind of discipline and professionalism.
It's the target when he stepped forward.
So Michael Hunter, with his movement and with his quick punching, is giving Alexandr Usyk trouble here in round number 3. And at this moment, Hunter in this round is landing punches while Usyk is not. He's throwing more than Usyk, and Usyk has been thrown off a little bit by the rhythm of Michael Hunter in the fight.
And I believe Hunter, Max, I don't know if you agree, is winning this round.
Oh, big. He's winning the round big so far, and he's taken Usyk's left hand away by staying away from that side. He's stepping around Usyk's right foot, and Usyk's having to cross his left hand all the way over his body, and it's missing the target, and when it lands, it doesn't have a lot on it.
But will Michael Hunter have the mental discipline and also the mental toughness to stand in there, because he just got hit? And I think it more woke him up than hurt, but if he had the mental discipline to continue to keep going through, then we can see something here real special.
Well, Usyk needed something positive to take out of the round, and he got getting what he wanted out of that round. Usyk's trainer is the veteran Canadian chief second, cut man, helper, and trainer Russ Anber. Does a little bit of everything, and you heard him between rounds. Fast feet, need quicker movement. Well, that's exactly what Hunter had in that round.
I think the
between rounds have not yet seen a flow of blood. Usyk, a couple of body shots as he starts going very concertedly to the body.
Usyk's landing the heavier artillery, but that's partly by design with Hunter. He's not trying to land anything huge, just he's connecting.
But Hunter cannot stay there. That because I believe Usyk is much stronger when it comes to inside fighting, and he must keep him outside and turn him. The feet is important for Hunter. The movement is important for him to continue to do this.
And now Usyk seemingly on his own, because I didn't hear Russ Anber mention this
in the third round, and he went to something else here, which is to impose his size and strength. Usyk.
Hard left hand by Usyk.
You know, Hunter takes a pretty good punch because before this round, he took a good punch and he took it well. Now he needs to do is continue to try to pull him in and move to the left or right and try to make Usyk pay like he just did with a left hook.
Good left hook inside by Hunter.
Two very skillful.
But perhaps he could, and now he flashes a wide grin at Bernard Hopkins as he nods at him coming back into the ring.
Yeah, well, I'm not in his weight class and I'm retired. But he better worry about Hunter right now because Hunter is being a game, not only a game fighter, but a fighter with confidence. And he got the right game plan if he can continue to be mentally disciplined to use it.
And Bill Clancy, the referee, calls a halt to the action after what he deemed to be a low blow by Hunter. And Usyk takes a little time to recover. Now they're back in action.
What I saw from Hunter in the last round, Bernard, is you talk about the mental discipline. It's one thing to box well against the champion. When that guy then makes adjustments, the champion makes adjustments and has a better round, it starts bringing it to the contender. Does the contender get hoodwinked, convinced that he can't hang, or does he come right back? Hunter came right back.
Well, Hunter,
he wasn't conned into thinking he didn't belong here.
He's going to come back because, A, he's undefeated, and he's fighting Usyk, who's undefeated. The mentality of both guys is they don't have a loss, and they don't want to lose. So it's a tug of war between who's going to give in and who's not going to give in. And Hunter right now is holding his own against Usyk.
Sometimes the contender might feel like the champion is like, you know, the tide is coming and there's nothing that can stop it. It's kind of destined.
Well, both of these guys think they're champions because they're fighting that way.
Hunter fought right back and is still doing his best and is, you know, maybe up on the cards.
And in this fight, I believe as long as it goes the way it's going now, it's going to go down to nutrition and the best skills and who do the best strategy to be able to offset the other guy. And that means continue to move. If it's Hunter or if it's Usyk, to continue to beat the body like he just threw two body shots just now.
And there's the left hand because Usyk finally has him moving in the direction he wants, which is counterclockwise. When Hunter moves that way, Usyk has him lined up for the straight left hand.
Hunter got to know that he can't stay there and be successful. And that's why he's grabbing. But he must not stay there. He has to stay in the middle, and he got to continue to move and get out of the way of fire.
The geometry that changed was at the end of the third round. Usyk landed the right hook and gave...
Round 6, they have landed, or excuse me, through round 5, coming into round 6, they've landed exactly the same number of punches, basically, with throwing more to this point in the fight. But in round 5, Usyk landed 32 of 103 total punches, by far his best statistical round in the fight. You saw that Michael Hunter's trainer, Otis Pimpleton, has brought in Barry Hunter, the veteran Washington, D.C. trainer, as a chief second in the corner, and Hunter has stabilized Michael Hunter again and put him back into the fight tactically after Usyk had the big 5th round.
Although Usyk just landed 3 shots upstairs in a combination.
And Hunter took it well. Hunter, he took it pretty well. I mean, he took it well and stayed there, and he continued to throw punches as he just threw a right uppercut right there from the angle.
Fighters like Usyk, who are good second half of the fight fighters, it reflects conditioning, but look at this, but also boxing IQ. Bernard, you were that way. Floyd Mayweather's that way.
Look at the multiplicity of punches from Usyk. He throws a lot, and he throws from various different angles.
They take some rounds to figure you out, and then they implement the game plan based on what they've learned about you early in the fight.
It's called the trunk has warmed up, Jim. And he's warmed up because now he's throwing more than one punch, and he's more confident now. Got a little hop to his step, and he's throwing punches, and he's really in this flow right now.
Right hook to finish the round. We are halfway through the fight. Alexander Usik of Ukraine in the blue, yellow, and white trunks. Michael Hunter of the United States in the red with gold trim. Harold Letterman halfway through. How do you...
It's an impressive performance, win or lose.
Absolutely right.
Chop throw is going to be a really difficult task to be able to...
Good uppercut.
To be able to withstand the pressure of Usyk, Alexander comes, continue forward with air muffs up and come right forward.
So,
Nice and clean, fellas.
rather
Let's go.
concerted instructions between rounds from Russ Anber. One thing we've learned already is that Usyk does not always directly follow the instruction he's given. 2 rounds ago, Anber was very, very straightforward and concerted in saying, I want...
You want to see an accurate puncher when you're in against a defensive fighter. And look what Usyk's doing. And you're able to land combinations upstairs in the middle of the ring.
And
that's very impressive.
And Alexander is what we call rubbernecking. He's rolling with the punches, but it definitely don't good on TV, I don't think. When you're rooting for Hunter,
He gets knocked off balance and makes the punch look bigger for Usyk than was actually the case.
it is a danger, especially when he's not punching. He must punch. If he's going to move back, he must move not straight back. He must move to desperation retaliation that Hunter's doing.
Just as Hunter's timing in his best round, the third, was impeccable. Usyk's timing on the jab now is the difference in the fight at the moment, I think. Bernard, he's able to land it and throw it when Hunter's not expecting it. Now it's Usyk with the kind of... Hunter looked off that punch well, but to your point...
Fewer, and in round 9, Hunter went only 11 of 49. Low for...
Right there, see where Hunter's elbow's placed after those left hands to the body? And Usyk sees it to his credit. Not enough fighters follow up on those kind of advantages, especially to the body. Usyk is relentlessly pounding the same spot with the left hand. That's 8 or 9 of them now.
He got a reaction. Usyk got a reaction. It was a straight left max right from a southpaw stance. And you know what? Hunter had no...
Hunter's starting to load on the right uppercut to try to stop it.
Hunter right now is just basically holding on right now for rounds to go to this round to end and hopefully get into the next one with a better vision.
I think
right now he's getting hit with some good shots, and it might be over this round.
Yeah, that's those left hands to the body that did it.
Now those punches not connecting, and he's telling Usyk to come on, but if he get hit with a solid shot, I don't think he's going to recover, Max.
Well, the right uppercut is Hunter's best friend right now.
Hunter fighting back. Just at the moment you thought he might be giving in, he responds with another rally of his own. But all in all,
look at him, he's loading.
Usyk, based on those body shots, has had a big 10th round. Good right hand by Hunter. Usyk keeps firing.
Trick, and Usyk sort of trick Hunter like he's throwing really a straight punch, but he throws up left straight to the body because he's seen the body from the last round, and he's working the body more because he got a reaction from Hunter that he doesn't like that.
Let's go.
So Alexander Usik, a Ukrainian fighter with a home court advantage here at MGM National Harbor, just next to the Potomac River in Lower Maryland, very close to Washington, D.C. Whoever chose this as the venue for a card
is right now just trying to avoid any big punches because he won't be able to retaliate back.
And this is the first time that Michael Hunter has been to the 11th round. Usyk went the distance in beating Klovatsky for the cruiserweight crown, so he has been in this situation before.
Hunter just took 3. Question is his conditioning. Maybe he's questioning the chin of Hunter. I think it's
per round. Far fewer jabs than has been the case in the past.
That suggests a full toolbox, and the
Usyk began firing to the body and learned that he could land to the belly. That changed the fight.
Took the legs out of Hunter, and right now Hunter is hurt with a left hook, and it might be over.
This would be big for Hunter to survive this right now and go the distance.
Referee Bill Clancy watching carefully. Usyk drives Hunter into the ropes again.
Hunter should take a knee here if he wants to go the distance and clear his head. Instead of trying to stay upright where he's likely to get stopped, take a knee.
Well, he's getting hit with some blows, and right now he's in danger to get knocked out.
Yep.
Bill Clancy is giving a standing count to Michael Hunter.
Yes, because his butt hit the ropes.
His butt hit the ropes.
So he's being generous and saying that the ropes held him up in order to give him a little breather because Hunter wasn't wise enough to take one himself.
Now he's going to take a really big beating because he can't defend himself, and he's really hanging in the wind right now. I think he should stop this fight.
Clancy's doing everything possible to try to let Hunter finish the fight. Out of respect for what the fighter has done, but he may get Hunter hurt as the result of that decision.
But Jim, even if Hunter hit Usyk with anything, he can't hurt him because he don't even have his bearings or legs, or his mentality is not there to fight back.
No, I think Clancy's taking a risk with Hunter's help.
I agree, and the corner is as well, and Hunter is as well. But I think Hunter is fighting for the pride, wise or not, of going the distance with the champ.
Usyk should be going right to the body because that right now will really take everything out of Hunter.
And now Hunter's going to survive this and probably finish the fight.
Maybe not. Even though they're 8 seconds, it's not too late to stop it.
8 seconds is a long time when you have to throw punches back, and over 10 punches been thrown just now.
He made it.
Not as if the competitive issue was in doubt. See, was looking at. This is his angle. And we're going to take you all the way through the standing count, which took place because Clancy gave Hunter credit for having hit the ropes with his butt, in effect calling that a knockdown.
Claiming the ropes held him up. That would be the rationale for the standing 8. Right there.
Very exciting round for the Ukrainian fans with the official decision in the fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards here at the MGM National Harbor. All 3 judges score it 117 to 110 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the World, still undefeated from Simferopol, Ukraine, Alexandrovich
Let's take a look at final CompuBox numbers in the fight. Alexandr Usik ultimately landing 131 more punches than Michael Hunter.